Sunshine shining at my head in the clouds. Feeling this joy, wanna shout out loud. Got a love flowing, no one.
Yo, hell yeah. Wyatt begins in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, welcome to Wyatt. And I'm your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans. Woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. Hi, I said hi to all my YouTubers out there. If you like what you hear and if you like what you see, then click all of them subscribe buttons at the bottoms of all of your screen. And because I know you loves me, I know you do, give me some likes. And because I always like to know what you are thinking, you know what I'm saying? Send me some feedback. It is greatly appreciated. This installment of Wyatt welcomes HARTSEL. He's that prolific and inventive performer. He's just dropped 2 new music collections, so we're going to get into all of that. He's going to talk about his journey and all of that great stuff, his musical influences and just everything. Because, you know, everything is everything. It really, really is. So let's get it on. So without further ado, Wyatt, I said Wyatt, welcome singer, songwriter, and recording artist HARTSEL. Now check this out, check this out, check this out. He's charted #1 several times on the ReverbNation pop music charts, which is one hell of an achievement. So talk at me, my brother. How the hell are ya?
I am doing wonderful, and I've also charted #1 several times in several different genres on the SoundClick charts.
Well, just slap my face and call me red. Thank you for telling us that as well. You are an accomplished individual, and you're one of my best friends.
Oh.
So, look, yes, she is. And anyway, man, look, I am so proud of you because you are such a prolific performer. You've got 2 new collections out, and we're going to talk about that soon. But let me ask you this, HARTSEL. Describe your music style and genre.
Well, my music style and genre is broad. I am able to do several genres. There will be a jazz project coming out later this week, and then later toward the end of the month there will be a gospel one as well. But the current project that you're talking about, one is country. Well, both of them are country. Actually, there's a country female, and then there's a country group. And so one is actually country pop, and then the other is just straight country. So, and in my recordings, I've done R&B, I've done pop, I've done rock. So that's one of the things that my producer, when he produced me, is producing me, he likes is that I'm don't have a bounds where I'm limited to a box.
Right, right. And you know, that's really very important because people want to hear, they don't want to always hear the same old thing. They want some differences. They want some diversity. So that's really, really good. Yeah. Well, HARTSEL, let me tell you something. I had to do that.
Okay.
You are one hell of a prolific music talent. Like I said, you've dropped 2 new collections so far. One is called The Harts, Love and Motion. And the other one is called Introducing SuZee Hart. Now, we're going to delve deeper into both of them a little bit later in the show. But for right now, man, give us the elevator pitches for both. What are they about?
Okay, so let's start with the Harts. The title is Love and Motion, which is the name of a ballad on the song on that project. The Harts is really a collection of good, solid country music, and it's not so country that I think it will turn folks off, but it's country enough for country folks who are dedicated to country music. The lead single, which what came out some time ago, is called "Mistake Number Nine," and there's a video for it also on YouTube.
Hmm.
And so, if you want to check that out to get a feel for what this project is like, you can listen to that. And the current single is called "The Bar," which is built on real time, real observation when I was at a bar, and the lyrics
Oh.
just came to me in the bar. And so, when I got a chance to uh, sit down and actually produce it, I did it, and it's a not a long song, but it gets the point across.
Okay.
The
Well, you know
video's really
what?
cool.
The cover art for both is striking. So, man, what's the concept, the message, the meaning behind them, and what does it say about you?
Okay, so for the Hearts, I because some folks may have an issue with black folks being in country music, even though we are one of the originators of that too. I did not put people's faces on it so that you can see it. I just there's two guys and there's this big country view that you have, and then I believe the
Okay.
back is a pair of boots with the hearts with the hearts on it and the song titles. It's like kind of like what Motown did back in the '60s when black artists you didn't put their face on it so that you didn't lose the audience by perchance. So that was
Right.
the concept for that one there.
Mm,
Yeah,
interesting. Interesting.
yeah,
Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to get deeper into your music a little bit later, your
yeah.
new collections. But for right now, let's travel back to your beginnings. Now, you were born and raised in Waterloo, Iowa, correct?
Correct. Very much so. Yeah, very correct. Very correct. Where back in that time it was the '70s, so there was AM radio was prominent. So some of everything was played from Elvis Presley to Gladys Knight and the Pips and points between. So that's why my music taste is so broad.
So your musical tastes plural, are broad,
Yeah.
eclectic,
Right.
very inclusive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us, Mister, when did the spark and the itch to create and perform music first hit you?
Oh boy, let's see. Well, in grade school, I was always in chorus and always in choir and in the show choir, which was a select group of folks that we sang and danced.
Uh-huh.
But to record actually took well in the '90s, I started doing songwriting and recording really the stuff for myself. I had a dual recorder thing with cassettes that I could do with a microphone, so I could sing into it, and I managed to figure out how to do lead and backgrounds on it too, and so
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's kind of where that was. But I didn't do anything with any of that. Um, but then once I moved to Atlanta, the music is like blood, like my blood for me. So I have a wonderful friend, Anthony Antoine, or some of you know him by Anthony McWilliams Smith, I believe his last name is.
Right.
Forgive me.
Okay.
And I had wanted to record something, just put something down, so as to say that I actually did it. And so it took me a minute to work up the nerve to ask him about his how he went about recording everything, and then he told me about his producer. So first of all, it took me about
Hmm.
2 weeks to work up the nerve to ask him about that. Then it took me about 2 weeks to work up the nerve to hit up the producer because here I am, this stranger hitting you up out of nowhere. You don't know me, and I'm wanting to do music. And so but he was extremely
Hmm.
receptive. And when I sent him some ideas for some songs, he was like, "Oh, cool, okay, I can do that." And so when we first got together, it was like almost just like chemistry was just there. Great,
Hmm.
absolutely wonderful producer artist relationship.
And that's really very, very important. That's
Very,
great.
very, very.
Now, you know, you have said that your pops, your father, was a
Yes.
crucial, pivotal influence. So tell us
Oh
about
yeah.
that.
Well, okay. He has a background in music as well. Now he started out playing piano, but he messed up on some lessons sometimes, didn't really practice like he was supposed to.
Oh.
So he got that tap on the knuckles with the ruler, and that was it for him. So eventually, with a ruler, mind you. So he took up the bass some kind of way. And his father was into music as well. So his father played some of everything.
Oh,
Drums, percussion, woodwind. He was in the band. And so my dad took up the bass, and then he was very, very good. I mean, he's self-taught. And when he was in the military, he
okay.
actually got a chance to fill in for the bass player for Ike Turner.
Get
So
out of here.
yeah, they were Ike Turner were overseas where he was, and I fired the player for some reason, and that word had got around that my dad plays bass. And so they found him, and he filled in, and he apparently did a good enough job to do the whole night at least.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
listen,
And then
did
his
your
mother played piano.
wow, okay. Did your dad have any Ike and Tina Turner stories to tell?
He didn't tell any stories, and then at that age when he told me this, I didn't think to ask any specific stories. So
Right.
bad, but
Interesting.
yeah, but he is he played with him, and he played in local bands as a hobby. And then, like I said, his
Oh,
grandmother played
okay.
piano, so she was well enough that she could read music, and she played for some of every church in his hometown,
Oh.
and she could play
So
anything.
so music runs in your family, my brother.
Right, right. Oh, and then my aunt, his youngest sister, my dad's youngest sister, actually had put out a couple records in the '60s.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They're part of Northern Soul, the Northern Soul uh, collection of music. So if you look for Northern Soul and you look up Johnny Elby, that is
Hmm.
my aunt and her husband at that time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it was
A
lingering
musical
around.
legacy.
Yeah, you could
All
yeah, you could
right.
say that.
Okay, Mister. Well,
Yes.
let me ask you this.
Hmm.
What which popular artists have influenced you musically the most and why?
Okay, the most. Right off the bat,
Hmm.
first and foremost is Rufus and Shaka Khan.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, I
Hmm.
my my parents had a record player in their bedroom, and one day my cousin came by. She came by to just to I think she came over with her brother. So my aunt and my mother and the father, they were all talking. So my cousin said, "Can I play some records?" So they said, "Yeah, go upstairs. We got a record player in the bedroom." So I was already upstairs in my room. So she came upstairs and she started playing records, and so my room right next to theirs, I heard it. So I went over there and said, "Okay." She said, "Well, pick out some records." So I got the records too, and she played it. Then she played one. Got a record, she played it. But then I picked up "Tell Me Something Good,"
Oh
and
yeah.
and then I said, "Oh, I like that. Play it again." Song over. Play it again. Song over. Play it again. She said, "Look, I'm gonna show you how to use
Stop
this."
it!
Right.
Just
I'm gonna show you
stop.
how to use this. So then that's where everything started from. And then after that was Donna Summer.
Oh
First
yeah.
part, most wonderful voice, one of the
Yeah.
most wonderful voices I ever heard.
Okay, first of all, Stevie Wonder wrote "Tell Me Something Good."
Let me tell you the
Um,
true story about that one. Stevie had a little ditty that he was
yeah.
playing, and
Okay.
he had presented Rufus with some songs, and Shaka didn't like any of them. So she said, "You got anything else?" So he played this little piece of a song that he had.
Okay.
She actually wrote the lyrics to the song.
Ah.
She doesn't take credit for it, but that's the true tea on it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I need them to
Yeah.
correct
Well,
that.
you know what? That makes sense because the lyrics to me isn't quite what Stevie would write anyway. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
The music, yeah, but the
yeah,
lyrics, no.
right,
Yeah. So that does
yeah.
make sense.
Hmm.
Okay, look,
Okay.
what is your favorite Rufus featuring Shaka Khan song? And what's your favorite Donna Summer song and why?
Oh my gosh, goodness gracious. Oh, what a question. Oh
Mm.
gosh.
And then I'll tell you mine.
Okay. Well, you asked a serious question there. And then they were multi-genre too, so that's hard. But I'm gonna pick one that's not. a well-known crowd favorite. It's not one of the hits. And I'm gonna say that my favorite one by them would probably be the song they did called Destiny, which was on the Street Player album. And this is actually a jazz.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. For me, it would be Everlasting Love because
Yeah.
it's sublime
Yes,
and
it is.
it's sublime, it's
Mhm.
evocative, it's such a wonderful slow jam, and it really
Yeah.
didn't get the attention that it should have gotten.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Good choice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's in my top 10 too.
Okay, Donna Summer.
Oh
What's your
gosh.
favorite Donna Summer song and why?
Oh gosh. Okay, I'll start with the first one that caught my attention with her, which was "I Feel Love," and
Mm,
I think it's probably a favorite because she sings it in her head voice, and then she layers voices. So the voice that she's using is like would be the tenor, but she goes higher with those voices. And I'm like, oh my
mhm.
gosh! And so it's and then the feel of the song and the whole all of the instrumentation in the song just caught me, and I played that record over and 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 over.
And over again.
Yes, and again and again.
And I'll get it again.
Yeah, it took a
Okay,
minute
good
before I
choice,
turned the record
actually.
over. What's that?
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Now, for me, my favorite Donna Summer song is Hot Stuff. And let me tell you why.
Oh boy.
Because she mixed genres together. She gave us rock, she gave us R&B, and
Right.
she gave us pop, and she
Right.
gave us a little bit of funk. And
Yeah.
it melded and blended so well together, and it
Right.
still holds up.
Yeah, it certainly does. And she sang the hell out of it.
Yes, hot stuff, baby, this evening.
Yeah, and she wrote the lyrics to it too. And she
She
had a
was
great relationship with her producers at that time too.
she was so talented.
Yeah,
Okay.
very much so.
Okay, Mister.
Yes.
What inspires your music? What's your muse? What's that siren call deep down in your heart?
Okay, so I tried to keep everything positive and about love as much as possible. But it could be
Hmm.
anything, like the song "The Bar." I was sitting there in the bar, and I was just sipping my drink, but I was observing everybody and looking at everybody in their cliques and all these conversations going on and all this stuff going on around me. And so the song wrote itself from my observations there. Um, let's see, but
Hmm.
I try to love is always thread through almost everything.
Right. So that's paramount for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm. Okay.
right.
Uh, Good answer. Good answer. Okay, let's move on to the Hearts, Love, and Motion and
Okay,
introducing SuZee Hart. First, let me say that both collections, the words that I would describe both collections are inventive, eclectic, sublime, and compelling.
oh,
So kudos to you, man.
oh,
Really,
thank
you
you,
did such a great job.
thank you.
And I can see your growth, you're growing and you're
Mhm.
evolving, and that's really important for an artist.
Right.
So, Hartsel, describe the creative processes behind these collections and how long did it take from inception
Oh
to
God.
final product?
Okay, well, interestingly enough, like for the Hearts project, like I mentioned, the first song, Mistake Number Nine, I had the idea for that song 10 plus years ago, and so
Really? Okay.
yeah, yeah, and so
Okay.
once I was my producer and friend introduced me to this app that helps you create music, which makes me the producer and arranger and all that with the song too, with my
Okay.
music now. So once I had the concept for Mistake Number Nine down, and I wrote the lyrics because they just kind of wrote themselves. You were mistake number 9. The next in line. Don't want to do it again. I'm looking for number 10. So yeah, it was talking about how that song talks about how I like this, but you like that. We never seem to have a place to meet in the middle. So I'm tired of playing
Okay.
this game. I'm tired of playing this game with you. So your mistake number 9. Time to try again. Yeah,
Okay.
right. So and then on introducing SuZee Hart, the lead single is "I've Got a Hunk of a Man," which when I had the idea in mind, I actually thought of the Pony Sisters doing it. I had them in mind to perform it.
Ah,
I had them in mind to
that
perform
would
it. So yeah, it would have
interesting.
been yeah. And if my original idea of how it would go had come into fruition, it would have been like a pop rock song for them, which they sing some everything too.
Mm,
And so, but that song there, was really just based on them imagining them singing a song. So it was original thought
mm,
all together. It had no specific inspiration, no person or anything like that in mind. Just the thought of a
okay.
woman saying, "I got a hunk of man," and I know you're
Mm,
jealous, but you know,
mm. I am
yeah,
jealous because I want
right,
me a hunk of a man. I want a
right,
swole hunk of a man, baby.
mhm, right.
Muscles from his head down to his toes.
Okay, now see, now that's another area there, but so the song is really just like with the hearts,
Okay.
the whole project came just from um just moments where a thought would hit me, and I said, well, let me write it out and think about this. And like I said, with love being the driving underlying
Force.
theme all the time,
Mhm.
the songs were written around that whole idea. Love and Motion, the name of that album. We look like Love and Motion.
Mm. Yes, we
It's
are, baby.
synchronicity.
I love to be love and motion, baby. I
Yeah.
loves to have me some love and motion, if you know what I'm talking about.
My gosh. Yeah.
Okay, so tell us, how do you decide which genre you're going to do? I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah. So actually, I'll use "Hunk of a Man" as an example. In my head, like when I said
mm,
the original idea was for it to be pop rock, but once I produced it with this app, which I love using this app to produce music because it gives me options of mood and do I want to be mid tempo, fast, slower, dramatic, those kind of things. Once I chose all the parameters that I wanted the song to fit into, I thought it was more pop. But when I sent it to my producer for him to make a video to it, he called it a country song, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it is country. It is country. It's country pop." So, but
mm,
usually when I sit down, I have an idea in mind what genre is going to be, and
okay, okay,
and I write like that. But then again with this app, I can make a country version, I can make a rock version, I can make a pop version, I can make a house music
damn,
version. Yeah.
mm,
So and then being the producer of the project, I choose which one fits best for the group
okay.
and for the project.
Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I've got a hunk of a man. I got a hunk
Mhm.
of a man. We're gonna
Mhm.
play that video, but
Okay.
before we do, set it up for us. Tell us anything we need to know before we actually play it and see it.
Okay. Just imagine, females or males, that you have your man and you are so proud to be with him because he treats you right. He treats you the way you want to be treated. And your friends are jealous. They don't say it, but there's little nuances in conversation that let you know that I wish I had one like you, or. But so that's the whole idea behind this song.
Mm.
So
Now, this is featuring SuZee Hart. Is that correct?
SuZee Hart, right?
Okay, y'all, let us look at I've Got a Hog of a Man featuring SuZee Hart.
Yep.
Play it.
Girls, they're all jealous. They wanna take away my man. You know I ain't worth the only one who can. Give him love in the morning, give him love in the night, and the time in between I really treat him right. I got an H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I've got a hunk of a man. I've got a hunk of a man. People around don't understand it, why I do so much for my man. He treats me like a lady, a real class act, so I do everything I can. I give him wine and kisses and the stuff he misses, and anything else is a major plus. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a hunk of a man. I've got a hunk of a man. Now look here, girls, you can get one too. There was one for me, there's one for you. Put your pride aside and let him drive. Open up your heart and let him see what's inside. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a hunk of a man. I've got a hunk of a man. I've got a hunk of a man. I've got a hunk of a man. Now look here, girls, you can get one too. If there was one for me, there's one for you. Put your pride aside and let him drive. Open up your heart and let him see what's inside. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends. I got a H-U-N-K of an M-A-N. You can bet I'm the envy of all my friends.
Very, very nice, Mr. HARTSEL Shirley.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. Yes. Now look, let's play another one.
Okay.
We're going to play The Bar featuring
Yes.
the Harts. So
Yes.
please set it up for us before we play The Bar featuring the
Okay.
Harts.
So one time when you go to the bar, who are you watching, go to the bar, just observe and see if my observations of people match yours. For one thing,
Okay.
just sit and observe. And the chorus of the song is catchy. So see if that chorus catches you, because it should. Yeah.
All right, let's play The Bar featuring the Heart. Play it.
The bar, place full of hopes and wishes. Sometimes a place of despair and the smell of cigarettes and liquor. The bar, place to blow off steam from a week of stress and pressure, or a place to meet someone for a moment's pleasure. We go, we dance, we find romance. We go, we drink, share deep thoughts we think. The bar, hooch-infused existence, awful excuses for music like sounds bombard the ears. The bar, decade after decade and nothing new. The bar, lacking sophistication, yet we go in syncopation. Barflies having tip at bartender, 'cause I ain't leaving till I had my fill. We go, we dance, we find romance. We go, we drink, share deep thoughts we think. We go, we dance, we find
Okay, and now we're back. Listen,
Okay.
buddy, I love this stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thanks.
And you know what? You know
What's that?
what? You're Mr. Entrepreneur because you got HARTSEL Entertainment out there. So tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that.
So HARTSEL Entertainment encompasses the music and the writing that I do, books, and also my column under you. There will
Yes,
be there'll be a link
WyattEvans.com.
WyattEvans.com,
Yes.
and my column is called Heartstrings. So with Heartstrings, I cover Black gay men who are not well known, but who are
Right.
historic. And so I don't want to just cover the people names that anybody could just name right off the bat. These are folks who
Exactly.
did things and were significant, but not as well known.
Right. Right. Right.
And so, like I said, the books will be there. Like my nonfiction book, "The Night Eddie Salas Died," which is based on a true happenings in my hometown back in 1966. It's a murder that happened there, although it was called a suicide. And then there will be books as well, the fiction books, which include 3 words, 4 letters.
Mm. Well, you are one hell of a multifaceted artiste.
Mhm.
You know, I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah. It's about
Right.
expression. It has to come out.
Which is very true. And we're
Yeah,
really so glad that you're doing that.
yeah.
Okay. Give us compelling reasons why we should go out and grab our copies of The Heart, Love, and Motion and introducing SuZee Hart.
Because it is not like everything else that's out there.
Okay.
This is not um, brought to you from. It's not prepackaged to you. It sounds so that they sound like every other group, or she sounds like every other female singer, or every other country female singer. This is all original. It's organic. It's not confection, and it's not anything where I'm trying to manipulate you emotionally to buy something, or
Right.
culturally to buy something. It is just this, the genre's music is genuine, it's honest, it is pure, and it's new. You ever heard this before?
Mhm.
The stuff that's out there now, you got a lot of folks sounding alike because
Right.
they all use the same producers, same writers, but this is not that at all. All original, it's all fresh.
Hmm.
And don't you want to be on,
Well,
on
you
the cutting
know,
edge of fresh and new?
absolutely. Absolutely. And my audience, Hartsell here is innovative. He's imaginative. He's cutting edge. He's forward thinking. And you need to get your asses out there and get copies of The Hearts, Love and
Yeah,
Motion, and then introducing SuZee Hart.
yeah. Available on,
Right.
on your favorite streaming services.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So look, how do we
Yes.
connect with you and contact you? Give us all of your social media.
Okay, you can hit me up on Facebook at HARTSEL C Shirley. You can just hit me up, send me a DM. I'll respond. You can send me an email, hartselshirley@gmail.com. Send me an email, introduce yourself. I'll respond. I'm on Instagram, HARTSEL C. Well, if you look up HARTSEL, I'm probably the only one there, so you can find me there. If you hit me up on Twitter, it is at HARTSEL C. And hit me up and say something. Say something. Introduce yourself. Tell me you enjoy the music. Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
All right
and
now.
yeah, I'm
Hmm.
accessible. I'm very much accessible.
I like that.
Yeah,
Okay, Hartsell, thank you so much for dropping by. Wyatt, it's
yes,
been a pleasure, my brother.
always, always.
Yeah. So, y'all, there you have it. You can find the official Wyatt podcast page at WyattEvans.com, the go-to destination for LGBTQ plus news, features, commentary, and entertainment. WyattEvans.com is visited by more than 100 countries on the regular. All I can say to that is, hey, baby. And at WyattEvans.com, you'll find my Smoking Hot, HAWT Hot, Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. And as you just saw on the top, the newest installment is called Shattered. I said Shattered. And y'all, Shattered is full of action, danger, intrigue, sexually charged situations, passion, and all of the wonderful elements that you're used to in the Nothing Can Tear Us Apart series of novels. So get your new copy of Shattered. Now, you can follow me, your host, Wyatt O'Brien Evans, all across social media, and poof, is right there for you to peruse, like TikTok and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any comments or whatever, you can hit me up at wyattonair@gmail.com. So until next time, y'all, woof, goddammit, woof, 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 woof. I said woof.